From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Near the marker, it's Branch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Taking a shot on the first play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Number 6. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Might be looking to run. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones are marching down the field.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Calls his own number. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hokies! And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sending the offense back out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Just ran him over. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Otis.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Otis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grab near the marker. It's Otis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Iowa State.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll set up to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellington. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Watson. Snagged in the middle, it's Hairston. And he's brought down after a nice game.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Iowa State, 13.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Iowa State's Cyclones will take over 1st and 10.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Harley. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going for it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. But they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Fires left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here we go. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll try to get outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his man. It's Adams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throwing on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Branch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That one was leaking and losing out too fast, but it made it home.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Watson. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. To get another look at this Hokie offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The Hokies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. So by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute like they wanted to.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Watson. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because
picked off. A turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On the move, it's Smothers. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hokies have it with a first and goal.
White 53. White 53.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
First and 10.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the single back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Iowa State.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rushing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
16.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Branch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Cyclones in the hurry-up. The toss to the outside. There he goes. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make it pay for that run he just gave to you.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
They want to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Coming up, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Black 29 Bongo. No doubt.
Looking for room. It's Smothers. Inside the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 20 over New Mexico State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa State sending the offense back out.
Let's go.
They go to the ground.
Ball carried by the running back. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Branch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Finds the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Otis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Adams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Red 18. Red 18.
They'll leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times.